Hello and welcome back guys to Big Judge Trades. This video will be talking about Forex pairs. Trading Forex is slightly different from trading stocks. If I'm just buying the Apple shares, I'm just buying the Apple shares. But trading Forex is quite different. Trade one currency against the other and expect a slightly change in price either in the buy side or the sell side in order to make profit. You can't trade euro against euro or pound against pound and expect to make profit because there's no change in value, because the change in value is where you make your profit. So let's dive in and talk more. There's one way to look at this. That's we have the base currency versus the quote or the counter currency. Each currency has a three-letter unique ISO code. That is what we term as the ISO 4217. So the US dollar has an ISO code of USD, the euro EUR, Japanese yen JPY, and the Australian dollar AUD. So in the forex market, you hear something like USD JPY. That is the US dollar versus the Japanese yen. So that is the term and terminology is used in pronouncing the currency pairs. So I basically talk about the base currency versus the counter or the quote currency. Let me take the slide and explain to you more. So let's say we have the USD JPY at a price of 151.90. Here the USD, that is the US dollar, is the base currency, then the Japanese yen, that's the JPY, being the quote or the counter currency. So this is how we explain it or break it down. That is $1 or the one USD. We are dealing in the US dollar. So one US dollar is equal to 151 Japanese yen. Can add the 1.90. That is 1 USD is equal to 151.90 Japanese yen. So as far as the forex market is concerned, you hear about some terms here and there, that is major pairs, minor pairs, then the exotic pairs. So let me take these few slides to explain to you further. So when we talk about major pairs, they are the pairs or the G10 countries containing the USD. So we have pairs like the Euro USD, GBP USD, USD JPY, USD CHF, USD CAD, USD here and there. So any pair containing the USD or the US dollar is considered as a major pair. And moving on to the minor pairs, they are the pairs or G10 countries that do not contain the US dollar or doesn't have the US dollar attached to them. So we have the Euro CHF, we have the Euro GBP, Euro JPY, GBP CHF, GBP AUD here and there, here and there. So the difference between the major pairs and the minor pairs is that with the major pairs, there is a lot of volatility that occurs there because there's most transactional flow occurring in that area as compared to the minor pairs. There's there's basically volatility in the minor pairs, but as not as much as compared to the major pairs because most of the transactional flow occurs at the major pairs side. So moving on to the exotic pairs, they are pairs that contain one major currency, that is the US dollar, then an emerging market currency. So we have pairs like the USD HKD, that's the US dollar versus the Hong Kong dollar. And we have the USD SGD, we have the USD MSN, we have the USD DDK. So with the exotic pairs, because there is low transactional flow or volatility in that area, you have much larger spreads as compared to the majors and the minor pairs. Let's talk more about spreads. Basically, spread is the difference between the bid and the ask price. The chart I'm showing is the XAU USD, that's the gold chart. So if you open your broker platform right now, you see they have engineered two horizontal lines, one on top of the other. So the horizontal line on top is the ask price and the one below is the bid price. So basically, if you are to sell or buy the market, you'll be buying at the ask price. The bid price is the price in the market, but the ask price is the price provided by your broker. That is where they engineer the spread. Because that's where they make their money. Basically, the broker makes its money from the spread they generate. Basically, the broker itself is being charged for the liquidity provided to them. So what they do is they will widen the spread. That is, they will widen. So let's say they are being provided with a price of 0.10, then they will widen the spread to somewhere like 0.15, so as to make the profit of 0.05, and they will be paying 0.102 the liquidity market. That is, they are being provided with the liquidity from the institutional side. So basically, a spread is also known as the market maker fee, because that's where they make their money. Like, and as I was saying, from the major, minor, and the exotic pairs, here we are again. The smaller the spread, the better the liquidity. Because if you are to open a chart that is somewhere on the USD HK, that's the USD Hong Kong dollar, you'll be seeing a much wider spread. And buying without much larger spread, you'll be as you place the trade, you already be in loss before the market could even go to your direction. The market will open in loss. So that is how, or that is what's termed as spread, is the market maker fee. That is where the brokers make money. So basically, the spread is the difference between the ask and the bid price. So here on the XAU USD that they go chart, we are having our ask price somewhere around 2940.50. Then the bid price around 2940.35. So the difference between the bid and the ask price is 0.15. That is the spread between the price. That is where the brokers are making money on swap and carry. So swap is the interest rate between two currencies. Let's take the Swiss franc, then a US dollar, for example. That's the interest rates between the Swiss franc and the US dollar is the swap. That's why you call the swap. That's interest rate differential between two currencies. And swap is set by central banks for every country. So swap is always set by the central banks. Then swap can either be positive or negative depending on the pair you're selling or buying. And one of the most important thing to know about swap is only calculated if you are holding your trade on into the next day. That is rollover. So let's say today is Monday and you are buying a currency. Let's say you are buying the Euro USD. You say the USD, the euro will be going up, so you are buying it. So let's say you bought the Euro USD 5 a.m. on Monday and you held the trade past 5 a.m. Tuesday. That is where the swap will be calculated on your trade. That you'll be paying the differential interest between the euro and the USD. That is where you'll be charged. So if you are to close the trade before 5 a.m. Tuesday morning, you will be calculated or charged with the swap differentials. That is how swap works. So that is it for this episode, guys, and thanks for watching. So in this video, we discussed the different pairs. That's the minor, the major, and the exotic pairs. That is, the major pairs containing the US dollar, then the minor pairs not containing the US dollar, and the exotic pairs containing one major, that's the USD, and one emerging market currency. Then we talked about spreads. That's the difference between the ask and bid price, that is spread being the market's maker fee. Then we talked about the swap and carry. So basically that is for this, guys. See you in the next video, guys, and thanks.